DC SEO's up. What's up, man? He says, on the GSite of the Shield, there are a number of short links that have MGYB in them. How important are they? Because I want to sell my clients the Shield without them actually being able to figure it out, where and who it was created by and how much it costs, because I will be adding my own margin onto it. I've considered not telling them that they'll end up with a GSite, but almost everyone I deal with here in the UK has been burnt by another SEO company, which is true everywhere, not just in the UK. So I want to be as transparent as possible. On a slightly different note, if a client doesn't want to publish their GMB site, okay, well, let me answer the first question and we'll come back to that second part. We run all the URLs through the MGYB shortener because it gives you another target URL for link building purposes. And because of all the link building that's been done to the drive stacks and GSites that we've built over the years now, the MGYB.co shortener is incredibly powerful. So you actually siphon power from that into your stack by having those shortened links there. That said, there's a couple things. I don't know that you could, I don't manage the MGYB build team at all. That Marco and Rob do that really. So I don't know if you could request to have one built without the shortened links. I guess it's possible. Maybe Marco could answer that, or Rob. I know he's usually lurking, listening to us, and he comments in Slack. But something else you could do is when it's delivered, if you wanted to hide that from, or not reveal the MGYB.co shortened links to the client, is you could just go into the drive stack and delete those from the the sheets and things like that if you wanted. Obviously, it would be more time more efficient if you just ordered the stack and requested to not have those included. Is that something that could be done, Marco?
No. And I'll tell you why. The MGYB shortener adds so much power to everything that they even rank, and they'll index. So on my map, that's really hard to index right now, will index through the MGYB shortener. So why would we want to interfere with all of the power? And if I were to tell my guys to do that, then you would have to, we would have to give it to you with the warning. We can't be sure how this is going to work.
Yeah. Because
we don't do them that way. Now, if you just share your screen for a second and just go to HTTPS, MGYB.co to the shortener.
It's shortener, right? Or
S.
S. Oops, I got the wrong. If I could type, maybe I could get it. MGYB. Right there.
That's all the person is going to see. Just another shortener. Just another URL shortener. They don't have to figure anything out. Yeah. I mean, if they want to look at it's a service that actually you can say you're paying for. The pricing is right there, and you're using it just to provide short links and to be able to customize. You can actually go and pay for it, get into the service so that you can customize the links for the client. Well, this is the way I'm customizing your links so that they look better, so that they look nicer, so that they're more attractive for the person to click on. They don't have to figure out everything that you're doing. They can't just from going to here. This is just our shortener. It's no different than Bitly or any other shortener out there.
And I'd like to comment and say what Marco said is true. I agree that also delivering a drive stack without those URLs would be like going into a fight with one arm tied behind your back, right? Because you're losing the benefit that you gain from having the MGYB.co links because of the power that's been accrued to it over time. So that's number one. Number two, again, if my rebuttal to saying that you're worried about the client seeing, going to MGYB.co and looking at the store and seeing what drive stacks cost and everything else. Would your client have any idea what the hell to do, how to order, what to do with them, or anything else without you? No. I mean, it's like 99% chance that they wouldn't have a damn clue as to what to do. Even if they did find the MGYB store, they wouldn't have any idea how any of those things would benefit them, because as it stands right now, it's still basically a store that is for SEO professionals and marketing professionals, not for the layman, right? The average business person or business owner. So you're getting paid for understanding how to put all of these things together and make it work and produce results, right? That's your expertise. It's like I remember reading somewhere, somebody saying, when you hire a plumber that's got 10 years of experience to come out and fix a leaking pipe, right? and he comes out and fixes it in 30 minutes and charges you $150 or $200, you know, the service call plus whatever, $200, are you paying for $200? You know, like it takes 30 minutes. So what would that be? $400 an hour effectively? Or so are you only paying for that 30 minutes? No, you're paying for 10 years of experience that plumber has accrued. And that's why they're able to fix it so efficiently. I don't know if that's an analogy that makes sense to you. It does to me, but you know, they're paying a markup because you're the one that's putting it together and making sure that they're going to get results from it. Whereas even if they went and found our store, it's likely they would have no idea what the hell they were looking at or what the hell to do with it, even if they did purchase it. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't, and trust me, if they ordered it and then got into the order where they had to submit the order details, they'd be lost probably because they don't understand half the terminology that, you know, we request in the order. So I wouldn't worry about that at all. You should always, Muhammad, I think he's got a question in here. He's been following us for a long time, and he, you know, and Muhammad, I'm not picking on you, but he's gotten into a lot of situations with clients about that kind of stuff, you know, where too much has been revealed or they ask too many questions and blah, blah, blah. And remember, you're getting paid for your expertise, for knowledge that you've accrued through time and effort. And so you deserve to be paid for that and manage the build, manage, you know, the what's done with it afterwards and everything else. So any comments on that?
Yeah, this is where I'd like to add that if he's taken the person through the conversation in the right way, what he's done is he's told this person, I'm going to get you results. How I get results is my business. Like you're not going to tell this business owner how to run their business because you probably don't know how and you don't care to know how. All you need to know is, as Jordan Fowler, one of our mastermind members, says, all you have to know is Google. And all you have to tell that client is, look, you know your business, I know Google, and I'm going to get you results. And you're going to pay me for results. You're not paying me for the how or the why. Now, if you want to pay me for the how or the why, that's consultation. And that's $1,500 an hour. I'd be happy to take you into instructional mode, minimum 5 hours a month. And during the course of 12 to 18 months, I can take you through everything so that you can go and get results. Or rather than do that, why don't you just pay me my monthly and let me get you results so that you don't have to go through those 18 through that crash course of 18 months of learning so that you can start the process of doing what it is that I already do and that I have 17 years of experience doing. So guys, it's that conversation. You got to have that conversation with the client, and you have to school the client in the right mode. Yes, they've been burned. They've been burned because they're forced to sign contracts and they're promised the moon, and that the moon is made of cheese and all this shit, where all you have to do is tell them, hey, look, man, I'm going to get your results. I'm going to need 90 days. I can probably get your results sooner, but I don't want to make any promises because I don't control Google. But what I do know is that within 90 days, we're going to start to see results. At the end of those 90 days, we'll sit down and revisit the fee. So that even gives you an opportunity to increase your fee, because you're going to rock this guy's world. If you do the things that we do in the way that we do them, the guy is going to be blown out of his mind. I mean, his head is going to explode from the results you're going to get. But the conversation has to be there. If he's focusing on how you're getting results and why are you doing this and how are you doing it, dude, you got to pay me for my knowledge. I'm not going to give you my knowledge for $2,500 a month. There's just no way.